What is up everyone, it's PWilhelm with another Diablo 3 video for Season 18. So in my last video I talked about the new Invoker Thorns build for the Crusader. In this video I want to talk about the old version, and both of them are just as strong, but both versions have to be played a little bit different. Anyway, this is the build that I played more than 700 hours. I know this build in every detail, so if you have any questions feel free to leave a comment and I will try to respond as fast as possible. So let's begin. So for this build you need 6 pieces of the Invoker set. This is gonna increase your attack speed on punish by 50%. You also get 50,000% thorns damage, and your damage will be reduced by 50% whenever we cast bombardment. As you can see, we don't use that skill, but we are using the Belt of Trove, and this is casting bombardment every 6 to 8 seconds. And as last, when we attack an enemy or whenever we block an attack, we get 350% more thorns damage. This can stack up a lot of times. So what you want to do inside a Great Rift is grouping all the monsters together. This is going to give you around 20 to 30 stacks, and each stack will increase your thorns by 350%. So that's going to deal a lot of thorns damage. We also want to use the Compass Rose and Traveler's Splash. So when we are inside a Great Rift, we want to get 50% damage reduction when we are moving, and when we finally brought all the enemies together, we can just stand in the middle, and then this set will increase your damage by 100%. For our other ring, we will be using the Justice Lantern. This is gonna give you 50% damage reduction equal to the amount of block chance you have. You can have a total of 75% block chance, so that is a lot of damage reduction. For our weapon, we will be using the Pick Sticker. This is a very important weapon. Don't switch this to any other weapon because this one is just hitting faster than any other weapon, and it gives you another primary stat, an extra primary stat. For our shield, we want to use Fotoya's Spiker. This is gonna deal double thorns damage if an enemy is affected by Provoke Hit Me. We are using that skill over here, so when we hit this one, we will taunt nearby enemies, and those enemies will take double damage from thorns. For Arcanized Cube, Accurate's Awakening, this is gonna decrease the cooldown by 1 second on your skills when you block an attack, and with 75% block chance, we will block a lot of attacks. Sanguinary Fembraces, there is a chance that whenever you get hit you deal 1000% thorns damage to nearby enemies. If you have Provoke activated with the Fotoya Spiker shield, this is gonna deal double thorns damage as well, so that means 2000% of your thorns to nearby enemies. And of course, Conventions of Elements, when this one turns on physical damage, this is gonna increase your damage by 200%. For our headgear, armor and pants, we want to use blue gems for more cooldown reduction and more all resist. For our weapon, we will be using a yellow gem. This is gonna increase your thorns damage. For our legendary gems, I want to use Bane of the Stricken. I also call it the Guardian Killer. Bane of the Trap for more damage. And of course, Boyarki's Chip for more thorns damage. For our Paragon points, you just want to get around 700 Paragon points to max out everything. Then you want to make sure you have 25% movement speed, and then you want to drop the rest into strength. For our skills, we will be using Punish, Celerity. This is going to give you 50% more attack speed. Loss of Justice, Decaying Strength. This is going to give us 50% less damage if we get hit, and this can stack up to 4 times. It's also going to give us some all resist. Provoke Hit Me. If we activate this, then this is gonna activate your Fotoya Spiker, and enemies who are getting hit by Provoke will take double damage from thorns. It's also gonna give you 50% more block chance for a few seconds, and this is gonna get on top of the 75% block chance, means 135% block chance, and we will get 50% damage reduction equal to the amount of block chance we have. Keep in mind, it's not gonna block more attacks, but the damage reduction will increase. Steed Charge Endurance, so we can group and scout the map a little bit more effective. Iron Skin, Reflective Skin, this is gonna increase your thorns by 300% for a few seconds, and it's gonna absorb 50% of all incoming damage, so you can use this as a defensive skill, but you can also use it to deal more thorns damage. And as last, Accurate Champion Prophet. This is gonna give you 150% additional armor. It's gonna give you 35% more damage, and it's gonna give you a second life. For our passives, Iron Maiden. This is gonna increase your thorns by 50%. Hold your ground. You will no longer dodge attacks, but your block chance is increased by 30%. Fever. This will increase our attack speed by 15%, and all cooldowns are reduced by 15%. Finally, for more strength, and more strength means more toughness and more damage. For the stats on our items, make sure you have Thorns damage as a secondary. For your helm, Strength, Vitality, all resist. Shoulders, Strength, Vitality, area damage, cooldown reduction. Armor, Strength, Vitality, life percent. Necklace, physical damage, attack speed, cooldown reduction. Gloves, Strength, cooldown reduction, attack speed, area damage. Braces, Strength, physical damage, Vitality, all resist. Belt, Strength, Vitality, all resist, life percent. Both of the rings, attack speed, cooldown reduction, area damage. And on the compass rose, you will get an extra stat, primary stat. You want to get life per hit or strength on it. For our pants, Strength, Vitality, all resist. Boots, Strength, Vitality, all resist and armor. For our weapon, Strength, Vitality, attack speed, cooldown reduction, increased damage against elites. Or if you are dying too fast and you want to have more sustain, then you want to go for the life per hit. For your shield, Strength, Vitality, life percent, block chance. If you don't have around 54% block chance, you want to get more cooldown reduction, otherwise just get Vitality. How do you want to play this inside a Great Rift? It's very easy, just group a lot of monsters together. Activate your Accurate Champion. Start hitting them. With your life per hit and the defense that you have, you won't die quickly. Then you want to wait until your Conventions of Elements turns on physical damage. After it turns on physical damage, you activate Provoke Hit Me. This is gonna activate your Fortoya Spiker, which means double damage from Thorns. You want to activate Iron Skin, and this is gonna increase your Thorns by 300%. And then this build is really deadly. If everything is on cooldown, you can use Provoke Hit Me to get more block chance if you don't have 75%. You can also activate Iron Skin. This is gonna absorb all incoming damage by 50%. And the last thing you can do is activate Laws of Justice Decaying Strength, which is gonna give you even more damage reduction. Until Accurate Champion is active again, and then you can just keep doing that rotation. That's how you want to play this build. It is a lot of fun. It's really strong. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a comment, like and subscribe. Turn on the notification. It's next to the subscribe button. And then I will see you in the next one. Peace.